YouTube, what's good, man? We back with another video, and as you can see, if you read anything that it says at the top left of the screen, it says Miami Worldwide or BBL. So today we're gonna take a deep dive into all these women getting these BBLs. We got my guy who finna go dive in. So if you like this reaction channel, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and tune in. Let's get started. Instantly, butt on the screen.
I basically do what the Face app does, but you know, with a knife. Yeah. That's what we call a skinny BBL.
How does it impact your life now that you're walking, moving, back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so.
All right, look out. Are you ready?
So she go get her body done, cost a little bag, so she can go win a big bag, hopefully. So that's what's really going on?
Ready? I gotta do my inspection. I'd say this is the light BBL.
You need to look like
My
a BBL.
butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Is it insane to say that you know people that have died from BBL surgery?
It's been normalized, but for most people, that's insane.
Tennessee mother.
Dang. I ain't know people's out here dying from the BBL, though. I heard a complication, but death, they folk dying behind it. So you'll go put your life on risk for a big butt. Yeah, what's going on?
Who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami is suing the surgical center and the doctor who performed the operation.
It smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. The people there were so rude. It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out.
It's gut-wrenching. This is a young woman
Meat
who
market?
came down here.
What they got to do with BBL? I know they ain't doing it at a meat market.
Like a lot of people, she just wanted to change the way she looked. Unfortunately, she's never going to see her children again.
Brazilian butt lift.
The Brazilian butt lift, or the BBL, is the hottest trend in plastic surgery today. It's where women undergo liposuction on their thighs, hips, and stomach only to have the same fat injected into their butt. The goal? To create a fuller, juicier, and rounder buttocks. But here's what most people don't know. There are people that actually die from BBLs. And according to MedPage Today, the BBL is labeled as the most dangerous aesthetic procedure ever performed. It's estimated that the death rate may be as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries.
Dang, I ain't know people was really out here dying like that. I thought this was like a pretty easy, successful surgery. These folks out here going out sad, ain't it?
The reality is, some people go into a surgery to get a nicer ass, and they end up not living to tell the tale. Now, while some clinics are run by world-class surgeons, others, they're being called human butcher shops, where the smell of death supposedly lingers in the air. There are places, yes, right here in the United States, where clinics aren't even owned by licensed doctors, and where unqualified staff might mistakenly liposuction your intestines or inject your fat into major veins, causing instant respiratory failure. And the
Oh. See, still like this, it be creeping me out, man. We got a minute for the video, so make sure y'all go and get y'all popcorn, sit back. And if you interested, stay tuned, because it's finna get weird.
The epicenter of this deadly trend is Miami, Florida, ground zero for countless botched surgeries and life-changing tragedies. So we head to Miami to speak with surgeons, injection clinics, models, and lawyers to get to the bottom of this story. Let's dive in.
Quick announcement, the new shirt is flying off the shelves. Classy in the front, busy in the back. Absolutely crushed on these two. Go to the site and get what you like. Time to dive into the world of BBLs.
We head next to Bella Vita Aesthetics and meet with owner Eni Silveira, an entrepreneur who has invented an injection technique that is much safer than the BBL. It's here we get to see her methods in action, we speak to patients who have suffered through botched jobs from a surgery gone wrong, and finally we assemble a team of 6 models to test for ourselves whether we can tell the difference between a natural and BBL booty.
So my name is Yalvish. I'm a family nurse practitioner, and here in Miami, Florida, I'm known as the Booty Queen. Imagine walking to the beach and you just see like this beautiful round booty, right? You have hearts in your eyes. So basically the Bella Vita Instant BBL
So she instantly fell in love with booties. and decide to become a booty specialist.
Is giving you that nice, round, juicy, athletic looking tush.
Yeah, see the key was she said athletic. You know, people who get the athletic look naturally, they be athletes, which causes them to do athletic workouts, which causes them to have a natural athletic butt. So the solution is go to the gym, man. Just go to the gym. Don't risk your life. Go to the gym.
What got you into the world of boobs?
I'm Brazilian, number one, so we're known for butts. Number two, I'm in Miami, so I constantly am
I didn't know Brazilians were known for butts.
in a bikini. I kind of started becoming like a mad scientist here at the office and just like mixing stuff, trying it out on my friends. And then finally I got to the perfect cocktail, and so I trademarked the name, I patented the technique, and they send me all over the world to train different clinics, different providers on how to make the perfect glute.
Tell me about the dark side of the BBL world.
Tennessee mother who lost her life after undergoing a popular plastic surgery procedure in Miami.
33-year-old Erica Russell, a mother of 5, left her home in Tennessee in 2021 to travel to Miami for a Brazilian butt lift, or BBL, the plastic surgery procedure that has one of the highest mortality rates.
God, that's a crazy thing to say. The highest mortality rate?
This is a young woman who came down here, like a lot of people. She just wanted to change the way she looked. Unfortunately, she's never going to see her children again, and they're going to grow up without their mom. And that's a horrible, horrible thing, that this is a completely preventable death. This physician that performed the surgery, it's just a total botch job. That's what it was, through and through. No one should be going under the knife with a surgeon who's been doing this all day for over a dozen people for 14 plus hours.
I wanted to get the real stats on the question, how dangerous are BBLs truly? We referenced earlier that the stat is potentially as high as 1 in 2,400 surgeries result in death. For comparison, the odds of dying while motorcycle racing are about 1 in 1,000, and the odds of dying while skydiving are about 1 in 100,000. And as far as BBL deaths go, there seems to be a pattern. Like most medical accidents, bad things occur when the surgeon gets tired, and at the clinics that prioritize quantity, they overload their surgeon schedule, and the patients that die tend to be the ones that are seen at the end of the day or towards the end of the week. And typically, the cheaper the clinic, the more people they tend to see and the more botched jobs and deaths that occur. So when a clinic decides to prioritize quality over quantity, the operation actually tends to be decently safe.
The paperwork that she was provided lies. She was told this doctor has staff privileges at this hospital. Turns out he didn't. You look at their marketing, you look at how they're targeting different folks and how they're portraying themselves. They present themselves as if they're the best docs on earth doing this stuff. And in reality, what you come to learn when you're on our side looking into this stuff, these surgical centers, they're just businesses, often being run by people who have no medical background whatsoever. And what they're doing is they're contracting with different doctors. Maybe they'll bury that in some piece of paper that says this doctor doesn't actually work for us. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Man.
We're out here in front of Seduction Cosmetic Center. This is the place that Erica Russell passed away shortly after having an operation here. Now, there's a big discrepancy. Google reviews, about 4.5 stars, thousands of reviews, looks really, really good. But on Yelp, they have mostly 1-star reviews. Alexis A said 25 days ago, surgeons nearly killed me here. I was in the ER or ICU receiving blood transfusions for 4 days. Do not go here. Do not put your life in these people's hands. Just one scroll down. The entire experience is sketchy. My girlfriend recently had a botched BBL removed and she was lied to about the price on 6 different instances. Then in the after surgery, she was not giving pain medication on the trip home. One of the stories that we're covering is the story of Erica Russell. Are you familiar with her story? She unfortunately died shortly after leaving this clinic. And so what we're looking into is also that some of these clinics, are they owned by doctors? Are they owned by just business people? And then the doctors are shuffled through? Like there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Is this place owned by a doctor?
Some of them they do, some of them not.
A non-doctor can open a surgery center?
Yes.
What's your role within this business?
Take care of more like equipment-wise and medical stuff.
Are there any misconceptions about the BBL industry that you'd like to address and tell the people back home?
Any other procedures, you have risks. I don't know how to explain it, but it's safe.
I'm not here to paint someone in a bad corner. We'll let the statistics do the talking. I don't really know. Total, how much money were you out because of this?
A little over 10,000. The people there were so rude.
10,000.
This is Connie. I found her through the review her roommate left on Seduction Cosmetics Center Yelp page, and I wanted to hear the story behind the 1-star review. Here's what she had to say.
It was a meat market. They were just in and out, in and out. And you know, there was a back door where, you know, obviously they take people, or supposedly take people for pre-op and surgery. You walked in and it smelled like death. I'm not kidding. It smelled rotten. I sat there for almost 3 hours that morning, and not one time did one person that was in that waiting room go through that back door. Not once.
The reason why I made this technique is because I've had 2 girlfriends pass away. It was one of my baseball wives went in for surgery and she passed away, and then I had another friend pass away, and then within like that same month, it was like 2 other influencers of just doing multiple BBLs had passed away. And I'm like, at what point in time are you gonna put your life on the line for beauty? My technique is probably the safest way to inject and volumize and get correction.
And how did they die?
Sometimes you get a blood clot, pulmonary embolism. It just kind of depends. Each one of them was a clot that kind of dislodged. Again, cardiac arrest or pulmonary embolism is usually what happens.
I can't watch this junk, man.
This is a really dark side of medicine, and a lot of people get upset at medical professionals, but we have consent forms that will protect us from everything. If you think you can get all this beauty for $5,000, you're gonna go to the butcher shops. They left a towel inside of you, you have an infection, they didn't take a drain or they didn't put in a drain. So there's a lot that comes with it, but it's really nice. Their marketing says $2K for 360 lipo, and you only have $1,800 in your bank account, you're gonna go to a place that you could afford. And there's been a lot of people that have been arrested, a lot of people have killed people, so do your research on the background of these people. They just put cement, or they say vitamins.
Did you say cement?
There's been cement, and they say medical grade silicone, which nobody uses anymore unless you're an orthopedic surgeon. These are things that are gonna give you bad results even later on in life.
Do you know anyone in Miami right now that has a botch job?
A couple hundred people, yeah.
Okay.
I've been botched before by a doctor, yeah.
A botch?
It made me feel very...
It was a botch? What are we talking about?
Very self-conscious. I was a really big bikini model, OnlyFans model at the time, and my body was my image. I felt very insecure, and it kind of made me want to fix the problem as soon as possible, because I did this to fix an insecurity, not to create a whole bunch of other ones. So I ended up going to do 2 more rounds of lipo after that within the same year with the same doctor, because I told him, like, you better fix this for free because I'm not paying anyone else to do it. And I've lost a lot of weight since then. It's not as visible, but if I do start putting on weight, it does come back. So that's just a thing I'm gonna have to deal with for the rest of my life.
What did it cost you financially to give up that year?
Definitely like 6 figures, I would say, throughout that year. I was actually put onto the show Botched.
Patricia, interesting, because you went from a person very serious about golf to someone who's very serious about plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
And
How did that happen?
Yeah, how did that work?
I mean, just being in the social media world. So I did the first one in February, and then I had the second lipo in June. I went back in October.
Another lipo?
Yes.
3 lipos in the same area in 8 months?
Yeah.
In general, you should probably wait at least a year before having revisional liposuction.
But that created more loose skin, more trauma to the area, so it hasn't fully healed up. A lot of these doctors don't use scopes to kind of navigate where they're putting the fat. They just kind of do it blindly. And if you put that right in one of those veins or a muscle or anything, you just done. I'm Haley. And I'm Hannah. And we're the Raiders twins.
I can't lie though, I'm trying to make it through it for y'all, man. This is my reaction, but boy, I ain't no medical person, bro. I don't even want to hear nothing about it dying, all blood, I might got a few more minutes, but we might not make it. I can't lie. I might not make it.
So you guys are completely natural.
Yeah.
Which is rare in Miami.
We're from Arkansas, so we're fed off cornbread and all that.
I think it's the cows that meat. I don't know.
It makes booties thick in Arkansas.
For real.
Okay, so in the modeling, the OnlyFans world, how rare is it to have a completely natural look?
It's not really rare. I think most OnlyFans girls I run into are completely natural, honestly.
So for the women getting work done, do you think it comes more from female peer pressure or male peer pressure?
I was gonna say female pressure for sure, because most men tell you not to do it. They're like, oh, don't wear makeup, be natural. Most men love natural
bro.
things.
Have you heard any nightmare experiences from people getting BBLs?
I had a friend, she had a BBL. I didn't even know it was a BBL at first, but it looked pretty good. But like when she pointed it out, it was like, I guess you could tell, but she went to, I think she went and got injections at home, like not even professionally done.
She said at home.
Came to her house and did it?
Yeah, like I felt her butt and she was just like, it felt so good, honestly. It felt soft and it felt really nice.
Have you gotten the BBL?
I did in 2018. I was very happy. The results were super natural.
What led up to the decision to say I want a BBL?
Probably just like social media or something. I was working in the club, so you know everyone had big butts, so I wanted one too.
What changed in your life?
If we're talking like work-wise in the club, me getting my breast implants is what changed my money the most.
Like, was it a dramatic increase in earnings?
Absolutely, when I got my breast implants.
You had an experience that went bad with BBLs.
I wouldn't say it went bad. I just, like, my butt got too big. It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. I think my body was like having a reaction to the material that was injected in my butt, and it was kind of creating scar tissue, some inflammation. I noticed some spots were starting to get like a little bit harder than other spots.
How much did each surgery cost?
For my original BBL in 2018, it was about $9,000 for the lipo and then the transfer of the fat. And then my removal surgery in 2021 was about $11,000 in Colombia because I got quoted $23,000 here from one doctor. Reconstruction surgery back in Colombia in 2022, it was about $10,000.
Do you think it's peer pressure from women or men that encourage?
Definitely both.
Do you feel like you're chasing a standard of beauty that's impossible to attain?
Yeah, I think everyone is. I am very confident in who I am, but I would say my biggest insecurity would be my butt right now.
Man, she would've got her butt done.
Every procedure that I do is individualized. What? So I am actually putting volume where she needs it, and I know that she likes like a nice shelf.
When you say a nice shelf, what are we talking about here?
So I have 4 different techniques, right? So it's the shelf booty, which girls like that top shelf if they're...
Where you could rest a child here? Like...
Correct, right? It's like that tabletop. So most girls, when they take pictures and you turn sideways, they want to make sure that they have this little shelf here. Then we do, for most girls who don't have anything, she has the perfect sweetheart booty. Sweetheart is this bottom part, right? So she doesn't need volume right there at all. What I'm gonna do is just completely like round that out right there. I have basically what I call a half treatment prepared, and usually this is good enough to correct one area in your glutes, right? So I know that she wants a shelf, so what I'm gonna do is just kind of volumize this upper outer shelf so we could keep it nice and round for her. I have a vibrating tool that just kind of distracts them. They're laying down, they have their blankets, everything is sterile. Then I use numbing, which is lidocaine with epi, and then I go ahead and start injecting.
What in God's green earth is in these syringes?
So the radius part that we speak about, the biostimulator.
And normal saline.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
Man.
Folks, I must let you know that there are a plethora of outtakes, great scenes, and extended cuts from this episode available only at Patreon. Link is in the...
We're ready to go to the beach by the next day.
How are you feeling?
I feel amazing.
How's your booty feeling?
It's a little like firm right now because it's like all filled up, but I know it's gonna feel amazing in like 5 hours.
For the next segment, we're gonna be doing a touch test. A blindfolded participant is going to be feeling your butt.
I can't lie, bro. I was gonna cut it out, bro. I can't watch out them needles and stuff.
Trying to determine, is this a BBL butt or a natural butt? As much as I would love to participate, I love my wife's sweet cheeks. I'm going to let my camera guy, Miguel's going to be taking care of this one. Introducing Team BBL. Team Natural. All right, Miguel, are you ready?
Ready.
What do I do? Just turn around?
Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, let's see.
What do you think, Miguel?
BBL. Natural.
Okay. Currently fighting every biological urge known to man.
I wonder how can he tell though? They was trying to they said that boy getting excited. I wonder how can you really tell? Is it more firm, more soft, or more what?
Miguel? I would just say if I was Miguel, I'd be wearing like 4 pairs of underwear. Okay.
Alright. I'd say this is natural.
Okay.
Can't tell.
We got one question.
Yep.
How do you feel about your job?
I love it.
The next booty is about a foot in front of your face, and it's looking scrumptious.
I gotta do my inspection. This feels natural too.
Alrighty.
I'd say this is BBL.
Alright.
I think. A light BBL.
Okay. One contestant away. How's it going so far?
Good. I think that was pretty accurate.
We have the
He is pretty accurate though.
of the afternoon. Final buttocks in front of me.
That's an easy BBL.
He said
Yeah.
BBL.
Sure.
Let me get one more feel.
Final answer.
BBL.
Okay.
Does it feel like stiffer?
Not stiffer actually. They all felt the same. I'd say it was more like more inflated it felt.
Honestly, like men do not know the difference. I think if we had a variety of women here, whether it's the injections, unless they're illegal, you would not be able to tell the difference.
4 out of 6. Ladies, what do you think about his accuracy?
Off. Unless they're illegal injections, most men will not be able to tell.
Can we give a round of applause for Miguel?
Good job, Miguel.
Good job. Very professional. Thank you for scientific purposes for donating your booties for their research. And that concludes the scene cut. How hard was it not to get a boner up there?
It wasn't because I could tell you were right next to me, so that just like makes my shit not work, you know?
Congratulations, young soldier.
So if y'all was testing, I'm so crazy, man. I'm blowed and thrown off a little bit, but from all the shots and stuff. But I was a little quiet. I'm back talking to you. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all was there feeling, do you think you would be able to tell the difference? And I really don't know. I don't know how you would tell. He's telling off of how plump it is, but you can have plump and no BBL, so.
Talking to one of the most highly rated surgeons in the area, Dr. Miami, who's at a reality TV show and seems to have a great time with booties and boobs. We're gonna walk in his office with the murder twins and see what the whole operation is about. The elevator that butts paid for. And tits. Maybe penises too, who knows?
That'd be crazy.
Second floor.
It sounds like you guys are at a fork in the road. BBL, natural. How would you say which way you're leaning and how you're considering this decision right now?
Well, considering that we've figured out that you can get a BBL look through working out, natural might be a cool way to go considering health-wise. We'd still like to see more of the BBL side.
Oh, do you have that face app?
Yes.
Can you show us how that works?
I just took a couple. Yeah, this one's open. All right. So we're here.
Okay.
And if you do want to open your eyes more again, we can go back to sizes and big eyes, and we can open them up more. Like
What the world?
That is so strange.
What's the point of this?
Okay, what's something else wild you can do to my face right now?
Okay. Crazy. Make him smile.
Oh, boy, I tell you.
What?
Yeah, so there's different smiles too, though. Like you're already smiling, but
These girls can do
And
anything.
most photos that you think we're looking at that's coming from the influencer model OnlyFans world are touched up to some extent.
Yes, almost. I've even introduced.
95%.
Yeah, like even.
Hey, Tommy.
Hello.
How you doing?
We're playing around with Face App right now.
Oh,
They
cool.
opened my eyes, gave me better looking teeth, a better looking butt.
Good.
So we're
Good.
we're on to one today.
All right, excellent. Well, I basically do what the Face App does, but you know, with a knife. Yeah.
It's inside the operating room like you've never seen before.
How nice does this booty look now? Whoa.
Brought to you by the man known as Dr. Miami, plastic surgeon Dr. Michael Solzauer, taking viewers behind the scenes at surgeries, most so graphic we can't even show you.
Welcome back to the operating room for a wonderful Monday. We have a Brazilian butt lift. She is quite square beforehand. We are going to snatch her waist, give her a round booty.
Capturing the before, after, and everything.
He do be on Snapchat showing everything. If y'all ain't follow him on Snapchat, go check him out on Snapchat, man. He definitely be posting it all on them.
Yeah, what all do you cover?
I do noses.
Okay.
That's the face part. I do a little lipo of the neck, jawline kind of stuff, maybe. And then I do a lot of boobs, butts, and tummies.
You found a dream job, huh?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, it beats coal mining.
Well, Dr. Miami, I brought 2 models for you.
Hello, lady.
They're called the Murder Twins, but I can assure you they're friendly. We want to see what a pre-op kind of looks like.
Okay. The day of surgery or like it's just consultation? Like she just came off the street and they're asking for butts.
They're considering getting booties and titties, right?
Yeah.
We'll cover both.
Okay.
Who's cool backpacking this?
Oh, it's mine.
That's sick.
Yeah, I did it.
Woo!
Bella.
Hey, Bella.
The things women do to change their body.
Nice to meet you.
Is she here?
Would you mind standing up for us for a second as a little bit of a model? She had a BBL. Turn around. Yeah. Which is, we call it skinny BBL. Because she's skinny.
I am.
And put your jacket down for a second. Let's see the front.
Did you do those
Little
two?
waist.
Yes. And also her waist. We also did what we call the Miami mini waist, which is basically reshaping the rib cage, make little cuts in the ribs and push them closer together.
How does it impact your life now that you're walking, moving, back to normal?
I mean, I'm happier than ever. I love it. Now I'm like pulling NFL players, so. So I owe him that.
She's pulling NFL players. I just love that. That's very high praise as a plastic surgeon.
Thank you.
That's like, you know, that's like winning the Nobel Prize in this industry.
What made you say, hey, I'm not going to hire a personal trainer, go 4 times a week, eat the zucchini, avocado?
Well, you know, in my defense, and in the defense of personal trainers, they can't really make the breast bigger.
Yeah. I mean, I was already doing that, but like I still had like a little fat here and like my love handles. It didn't matter how much like I worked out or like how healthy I ate. Like there was just stubborn fat.
And she was skinny.
Yeah.
You know, she was obviously skinny to begin with. But there's certain areas that there's nothing you can do in the gym.
What do you have over here?
Well, all I can say is the gym do the best he gonna get. Cause as men, we ain't going to get no BBL. So all we got is the gym. So I'm pretty sure women can figure it out too.
I have a collection of breast implants of various sizes and shapes.
So that's something like that is.
There's like a menu, you know.
That's what's in there too.
Yeah, that's what's in there. Yeah.
So if I were to squish it, it would feel exactly like this.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And this is silicone?
Yes, it's silicone. This is like we call gummy bear silicone.
Let me just close my eyes. This would make what? What kind?
Depends what you start with. For you, this would be for you probably like in a small D cup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you ever, decide to go that way, let me know.
Yeah.
So first thing they do is they get into the
He
gown.
said you ever decide to go that way, let me know. He's like, yeah, never.
So your job involves a lot of boobies and butts.
Yeah.
Is it hard to fight your own biology in the process?
You're asking a plastic surgeon if he gets an erection when he examines his patients. Is that what you're asking me?
Has it ever happened? I mean,
No, it's never happened.
Not even day one of the job.
Not
You're
yet.
like,
Okay.
you're like, oh, think of my grandma. Think of something else. Think of World War II. Think of
Think of Tommy G. The truth is that doctors, by the time you go through medical school, from day one, you're like dissecting bodies and stuff. So some switch happens in your brain. It's not to say that you couldn't get aroused with a patient. I'm sure it's happened. But like by the time you're through medical school, you're pretty immune to the sight of naked bodies. Because you don't just see the gorgeous ones, you see like, you know. All right, so the first questions we ask are like, do you have any medical issues or anything you need to know about? Diabetes, high blood pressure, anemia, blood clots, thyroid issues, nothing.
No.
So that's the first thing you want to check, make sure that they don't have any medical problems that might make this not safe, right? You guys have any kids? Okay, so no kids. We always ask about that too. Have you ever had surgery before of any kind?
Wisdom teeth count, then yeah.
That counts, yeah.
Okay.
Any surgery? No?
Wisdom teeth.
All right,
Yeah.
cool. Face me if you don't mind. I think you're gonna open up the gown. I'm gonna do the breast
I put it
first.
on backwards.
You're going backwards? Okay, that's good. You guys work very fast. All right. So, what we do is first we measure. No two breasts are exactly the same. They're like sisters that look alike, but not identical twins. 20, you measure the distance, and her measurements are actually near perfect. So.
And what made her titties say that those are just fine?
Okay, so what you want, like ideal breasts, they make what's called an equilateral triangle. Remember trigonometry, right? So like an equal distance from the suprasternal notch to the nipples. And
this man sit here and get to look and measure boobs all day. A lot of men probably wish they had that job till they get sued for killing somebody.
And for her height, she's like 20.5 centimeters, equilateral triangle, perfect. So that's pretty much the exam. It doesn't take much more than that. Sometimes I'll feel for masses and things like that, or under the armpit, but she's good. Before the surgery, she'd get a physical exam by her doctor, clearing her for surgery. So it's not like you can just come in and then do surgery the same day. I'm just making that clear to everybody. So, okay, wait, let me see your front first, because like the tummy. Because what the BBL involves is taking fat from this area, like the areas of the body where you have a little extra fat, turn around, and putting it in the place that you do. And she has a beautiful butt actually already. The only thing I see, really gorgeous, the only thing I see we could do is maybe fill in these little dips I was talking about. So like,
what are these dips all these women are mentioning?
So it's this right here. So when you, for example, if you look at Bella, like Bella's butt now, like post-op, right? So she had fat here, but this was flat, right? When you work out, you can get these muscles to come out more.
Okay.
And she's just naturally blessed like that. But then what you can't do is add fat to this, what we call hip dip, or this flat area, right? You can't.
So that's why a lot of women do have hip dips, even when they get to working out more. They got hip deals.
So you can't just eat and then have it go around it. Exactly. So what we do is we get rid of this over here. What you want in a curve is like a nice hourglass or Coke bottle shape. It should come in and then come out and be round like this. It should not go in and then out and then in again and then out again.
And is that actually attainable figure without this?
No, no.
Now, they're young, they're 24.
Mm-hmm.
Do you usually have people that young getting surgery?
Oh yeah, it's very common. In Miami, yeah.
Now, let's just say she gets her tits done. Does she have to come here every 10 years and get a retouch, or how does that work?
I would recommend that she at least follow up every 10 years, but not everybody has to have them retouched at 10 years. I've had patients have them in for 20 years. I've had patients where I didn't put them in, but they've had them in for 40 years. So I mean, as long as the breasts look good and feel good, you can leave them in for the rest of your life. But I do recommend you come back.
There's a debate where it's like, look good, feel good, so you want people to feel good.
Yeah.
Would you ever feel like this industry is having women chase a beauty standard that's almost impossible to attain?
Well, there's a couple of ways to look at it. The first one we just discussed. There are natural signs of attractiveness for men to have for women and women to have for men. And like if you look at the cover of a romance novel, it's always this guy that looks like He-Man. Like there are certain signs of attractiveness that are exaggerated, and those are like sort of ideal. That's not created by anybody individually. It's not even created by the romance novel industry or even, let's say, Disney princesses. When the little girls are first exposed to and boys to characters, they're always these Disney princesses that have these tiny little ways, perfect form, perfect skin, perfect hair, perfect everything. We're just here to try to, let's say, make people feel better in their skin, so that they, but the actual standards are not set by us. We're just here to, what's the word, facilitate. Same thing with noses and chins and hair, everything, just like hairdressers and everything else.
Now, there are clinics out there where people will literally die and they'll keep operating. You'll read the reviews. Somehow they have like 150 reviews with 1 star, and people keep going there.
Yeah.
And
Price, that's all. It's cheap. No matter how many laws we put in to protect patients are going to do what they want to do. It's a free country. Like nobody stops people in Florida from riding a motorcycle without a helmet. And even though I don't think you would or I would, but you take your risks and your benefits and you make your decision as an independent person. those clinics that have issues, they're just cheaper. That's the only thing. So if you want to get it, and if this is the only thing that's in your budget, you'll do that, or you'll go to Mexico or the Dominican Republic or Turkey, and it can be hit or miss. You know, there are great surgeons in Turkey and great surgeons in Mexico, but if they're cheap, they're probably not the best.
Are you married?
Yeah, I'm married. I'm married 30 years.
Okay. Would you have your own wife or daughters get a BBL or boob job?
100%. If they want to, 100%.
Yeah?
Yeah. 100%.
What percentage of the clinics out there would you say are good, safe, reputable?
I think 85% are probably good, safe, reputable.
Okay. You're a good guy, gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you. You're a good guy, too.
You good, safe, reputable, all them people down. I don't know, bro. Y'all comment down below if you are interested in getting the BBL. I feel like I done been to surgery 1, 2, 3, maybe 3 or 4 times, and I would very much likely never like to have surgery again. That's just for me. And willingly, I even got a broke nose that I have not yet to get fixed because I know I got to go have surgery to fix it. And I just don't want to. Like, are you willing to go have surgery, get your butt and titties looking amazing? If you pay the price, my doctor in Miami, he might get you right. Go to a reputable doctor. It might be very most safer. So I don't know, man. What y'all think? Y'all comment down below.
Big pleasure.
Thank you so much. Mine. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for sitting next to you again. All right.
That's a very trendy tattoo for a woman. A butterfly on the butt. Big, small, little, or a kiss. It's crazy. What makes you choose or make you want that as a woman? As a man, do y'all like to see that? Comment below.
We're here on Miami Beach. We're putting to the test. Can someone achieve a BBL booty without actually getting a BBL? And what are the ways to maintain your booty so it has maximum gluteus roundness?
Thick-toned, muscular.
Thick-toned, juicy, round, voluptuous.
Right, I'm gonna start with a simple body weight squat. So I just want you to start squatting normal, and I'm gonna start making adjustments on your squat so you can feel more glutes. Yanni already knows the deal. She's the perfect squat model, so I'm not gonna fix her for now.
If you want an excuse to feel my ass, just say it, all right?
Sorry, why? Professional purposes only.
Yes.
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna squat down and hold. Nice. No hands. Yeah. And now you're gonna arch your butt more to the back. Already feeling it? Nice. Now you come up. And when you squat down, I want you to do that motion. Push your knees out, almost like you're trying to push your knees to your pinky toes. Yep. Now think about there's a little stool behind you and you're sitting behind it. You're not squatting forward, you're squatting back. Push your butt back. Spread those knees out. Come on, girls. Yes, more. Good, keep going.
Roll your butt naturally, man. Roll your butt naturally. Alert. Roll it naturally. Oh, she got her titties done.
So I think the real question is someone willing to put in the work to do it with the diet, in the kitchen, on the gym, on the sand, doing it the right way? Or do they want to go to a surgeon that's gonna...
I mean, they both work, right? They both work. It's just what type of work are you willing to put? I know surgery is not easy, the recovery. Nobody tells you that until you do it.
Also, the money. I feel like here in Miami, wherever they're getting their money, but surgery is surgery is very expensive if you want something like nice and quick. But also, she's been doing this for over 20 years, and I thought I was gonna get her body within 2 years that I've been training with her, and so far so good, but it's not what I'm looking for.
Very good.
So.
How long are you willing to put the work for, and what type of work are you willing to put? And is that instant results? Yeah, you get out of the office and you have that shape already. You have the volume. I'm gonna go through a long recovery, but with clothes on.
What I've noticed about the BBL is sometimes a BBL looks better with pants on than pants off.
Oh yeah.
Like pants on, you're like, oh my God, that is an ass. And then you see it and you're like, It looks kind of a little odd.
Well, for the most part, surgeries, like I told you yesterday, they're not perfect. So in clothes, they look fantastic. That's why I was trying to get you to see the scar on that other patient, because once they take their clothes off, their belly buttons are up here. There's like fibrosis, they're uneven. The butt looks like all lumpy and bumpy. But of course, clothes, compression garments make everything look nice and tight. Small waist, big ass. But it's kind of an illusion.
What would be your message to women out there?
That's the truth, boy. Put them tight clothes on, you get the high stuff.
Considering they're on the fork of the road. They want the perfect booty, man. They want what you got, and they're wondering, do I go natural or do I go surgery route? What would you tell them?
I tell them go natural any time of the day, because that will be the best decision you have in the long term. I'm 38 now, and my booty looks so much better today than when it did when I was 28. So much better.
When men are looking at Instagram photos of models and people out there, what % of them you think are altered in a way?
95%.
Yeah, I would say.
When I first moved out to Miami, they told me that I had to basically make myself look prettier than I am in person on Instagram. Not even that. Like the first people that were trying to help like run my Instagram, they were like, yeah, you have to look prettier than you are in person. You got to use Photoshop. You got to use Face App. Yeah. And like I was like, oh, okay. Like you sit there and wonder like, how are these girls so pretty? Like, and then like it comes, it's like, yeah.
It would be like if men.
Man, ain't no way they was the same girl. Hold
like,
on.
how are these girls?
This girl look decades younger. Like that lady right there look 45. She look 16. It's no way. That's what you call Capital One illegal catfish.
So pretty, like, and then like it comes, it's like, yeah.
It would be like if men started just photoshopping six packs everywhere we go.
Pretty much.
Right.
Work out and get you a butt. The date form was all type of horrible. Take time though.
You're from Brazil. You've been in America for a long time. You know the difference between the cultures. Like, do you think America has more of a superficial culture around body?
I don't think it's more superficial. I think it's just based in different things than Brazil is. In Brazil, we're very.
How she got a chest like she got titties done too. She got like she can bench press the earth.
Much so about conquering the body. It's like we're very like I love to look good. In Brazil, like women really like take good care of themselves. Most of the big cities, you'll never see a woman walking around in flip-flops going to anywhere basically.
With how much garbage is in our food, do you think it's harder for people to look and feel good in America?
Much harder, yeah. I think the food industry here is horrible, borderline criminal. It's really bad.
Borderline criminal.
Feeling like less. Like we're not enough, like our butts are not big enough, my waist is not small enough, my boobs are not high enough. So I think the pressure comes from each individual woman, not even like collectively, as you know, just women shaming each other for like, oh, my boobs are bigger. Like women don't do that.
Is it hard to be comfortable in your own body?
Yes, which is a question I make myself often, like why is it that we're so mean to each other? We're so mean to ourselves all the time. Because if I see my friend or if I see any of those girls here, like I see beauty in them. But when I look at myself in the mirror, the first thing I see is not the beauty, it's the flaws. I don't know where it comes from. It's not from social media, although I think social media really enhanced it. It's something way before that. But we are so prone to see first our flaws and focus on them and like obsess over them instead of looking at the good things that are going. And it's so hard to actually.
Yeah, that's one thing about social media, man. It's gonna ruin your understanding and maybe how you think about yourself, because everything's so fake. Like they said, a girl on there looking, she 50, but she looks 16 or what we just seen. Like. Then another 45, that's the same. I seen her, I know her. She 40, she 50, she look like that. That's crazy. And I look like this. All of you gotta understand, it's fake, it's not reality, man. Don't put those expectations on you. Just be yourself, enjoy yourself, enjoy who you are. If you want to get a BBL, go get that. If you don't want to do it naturally, go get that. Be you, don't be persuaded. But the sad thing about life, we'll always be persuaded by what we seeing, what we doing, who we're around. So control that, and you control what your life holds.
Recognize, oh, but I'm working out and I'm losing weight and I'm good. We always have that mindset of like, I'm good, but not enough. I can still lose a pound. I can still grow an inch.
At the heart of the BBL phenomenon, it really comes down to the age-old human desire to be seen, admired, and to feel comfortable in our own skin. Because the reality is, we are imperfect beings with insecurities and things about ourselves that we wish we could change. But the truth is, that's also what makes us special and unique. And my fear is that as a society, we are trending towards a world that thirsts too much for instant gratification. We all know nothing great comes easy. An Olympian takes years to perfect their craft. A home-cooked meal will always beat microwave box food, and a butt shaped by years of dedication to a good diet and exercise routine, in my opinion, will always beat the enormous BBL butt that the skinny legs don't quite match. So I suppose I'm going to leave you with this. I encourage you to take the long route and enjoy the struggle that comes with it, because after all, the magic of life is simply to enjoy the journey that we're on.
That's a fact though, man. As a fact though, like your brain and your willpower and your understanding of life and how you change and are capable to accomplish things when you go and grow a BBL naturally, it's just different. Your mental is different, but you can go to that instant gratification, your little 5, 9, 10 racks. You come back out 3 months, however recovery time is, you pretty much the same person, just a little scarred from maybe surgery, or you just happier from, end out. I mean, it's all your choice, but I prefer and I suggest that you just grind it out first. Like, grind it, man. Things take time to accomplish, and that's just a fact. Be patient. Went to church today, and they talked about patience, man. Just be patient. Work hard and be patient. Work hard, be patient. Goes together, man. At the end of the day, y'all already know what it is. Make sure you stay Yalvish, like, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to the vlog channel Yalvish Lifestyle in the description box. And at the end of the day, man, do as you please, man. Do as you please. You stay Yalvish.